Good afternoon. My name is Chiffon Green. It is week 3 of microbiology. I am beginning experiment microscopy for microbiology use and function. I am starting with exercise 1, of course, and it is called Getting to Know Your Compound. My compound is my microscope here. Mine actually, it says gather microscope and assemble. Mine actually already came assembled through the box when ordered. The only thing I did was put my ocular lens into the slot there. And the next one says use the information in the background section, a textbook, and the image of your student microscope in figure 1, which is this one right here, and it wants us to label. And I do my work on my laptop, and my webcam is also on my laptop. So what I have here is a picture of my Getting to Know Your Compound. I have put all of the A through M, filled that section in, and their functions. You also can see my name here at the top, right there. So I have that filled out already. My next thing to do is look at the ocular lens, and each of the objective lenses of your microscope determine which of the objective lens are scanning power, low power, and high power. Make sure that to include the oil immersion lens in your observation. So I'm going to set up better for that, and I will come back and allow you to see me looking into the microscope and determining those, determining the scanning powers. Okay, so it says to determine which of the objective lens is the scanning power, the low power, and the high power. While reading off of our instructions prior to the exercise, it says that the scanning power is the lowest power. So that would be this one, which it's colored green. It has a objective power, a total magnification of 4x. And then it wants us to calculate and record the total magnification. So to do that with the scanning power, which is 4x, we would multiply that by the ocular lens, which is 15x, as you can see. So 4 times 15, we'd calculate that, and it would be a total of 60 total magnification. So the next one would be the blue colored, which is the low power lens, and that has a magnification of 10. So I'm going to multiply 10 times 15 for that one to get total magnification. And the last one would be my second to last one would be my high lens, which is the longer lens here. It is colored in red. That is 40, so I would times that by the ocular magnification, which is 15. Then we have a fourth lens here, which is our oil immersion. That one is actually 100, with a magnification of 100, and we would multiply that by 15 because of our ocular lens. So to find the total magnification, you just take the ocular lens magnification and the objective lens total magnification, multiply them, and you come up with your total magnification. Okay, so the next step that I am doing in the exercise 1 is calculating my field of view. So I'm taking my metric ruler that I have here, and I am placing that in the center of the lighting circle on the in the center of the stage, and I am going to do my scanning power first, which is the lowest power. And then I'm trying to find out the diameter of the circle with my metric ruler. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I just need to focus it a little. I see the line, so I'm going to focus it using both of my knobs, and I'm getting for the lowest power 1 millimeter, so 2 millimeters, and I will go ahead and insert that into my lab assistant, and I'm going to continue to do the same for each of the other powers. So now that I have all my field of views completed, my next step would be to calculate the actual field of view with the formula given on our instructions here. So what I'm going to do is do my scanning power for you, which would be, I believe, 60 divided by 60 times the 2 millimeters that I got, which would be 2, and then I'm going to times that by 1,000 to convert it to micrometers, which comes to 2,000, and that is the field of view for the scanning power. Okay, so the next step is taking the letter E slide and basically observing it in each objective lens, including the immersion oil lens. Right now I have it already in here focused on the lowest power, the 4x, and the observation that I get is it's very clear once you focus in. You can see like the clear stuff still around it, so it's not just the E in my ocular lens, and it's just a very clear E, just basically making the E on the slide larger for me to view. So I'm now on the oil immersions lens. It's instructed me to put a drop of the liquid on the slide, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now that I have the liquid on the slide, I'm going to go ahead and switch my lens to the oil immersion lens, and I'm going to go ahead and get the focus in and get my picture. I am now on exercise 2 for microscopy for microbiology use and function. I am going to go through multiple slides that were received in our box. The first one is, I believe it's pronounced Amobia, and so I have that in my microscope now. It tells me to start at scanning power and then go through the objective lens, low, high, and immersion oil to see the best focus and take my picture. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Amobia and go through the other slides also and fill in my lab assistant as I go. Okay, I am now on exercise 3, which is wet mount slides. The first one is going to be from my cheek. So I have my swab here. My slide is right here along with my cube slide cover slip. So it says to take this and scrape from my cheek. And then to smear it on the slide. To take my dropper in distilled water and add just a drop on it. Okay, and then to take my cover slide and hold it upright and slowly lower it on. Okay, and it says to remove any excess water. Doesn't look like there's any excess water, but I will do that. And then I'm gonna put it here and prepare it on my microscope and basically go through my scanning all the way to my immersion oil and take my photos, and I will do the same for the plaque on my teeth. Thank you.